Hello and welcome to NJCW Championship Clash, live at the Monroe Business Arena. I'm Paul Young. Tonight, the newly emancipated Steve Farley squares off against the Pine Baron in a no-holds-barred grudge match. But first, the title's on the line as NJCW champion, the Bonsall Street Bomber, defends his gold against the Sheriff Ian Goode. Let's go ringside with Doc Lester for the action.
NJCW singles champion, the Bonsall Street Bomber, John Sindel, makes his way out to the ring. He, of course, is managed by Diamond Earl Scruggs.
Ladies and gentlemen, your champion, me, the Bonsall Street Bomber! The best news I got in quite some time was when I heard Walter Mellon is out of here! I can't wait to never see his ugly face again! Now,
Very ungrateful and
how about my
ungracious.
scrub opponent here, Ian the Sheriff Goode.
And the champ rolls to the outside and calls time. I don't think there are timeouts in pro wrestling.
I don't have to take this. I'm the champ. I'm the show.
Now conferring with not only his manager, but NJCW board representative, Diamond Earl Scruggs. Shocking announcement earlier. Diamond Earl Scruggs is replacing the retiring Walter Mellon, who was so rudely insulted by the champ earlier. Of course, the champ likes this development, but he doesn't like those elbows being delivered by the sheriff to the gut. Early cover, 2 in a row to the shoulder. Got a lot to talk about in this matchup. Of course, it's a singles championship match between two competitors with extensive amateur wrestling backgrounds. You see right there, the sheriff with an amateur takedown for the advantage. Fireman's carry and just drops him in the center of the ring. We've also got an interesting dynamic between the sheriff, who has improved greatly during his career, not only a very popular contender, but a formidable one. He has earned this title shot. Of course, it was the sheriff who earned a title shot against Steve Farley and frustrated then champion Steve Farley so much that Steve Farley got disqualified and eventually turned on the crowd, turned on the entire NJCW faithful. Sheriff has worked his way back up to the top to find another man holding the belt. The much improved Bonsall Street Bomber, who is now on the outside of the ring. Sheriff not quite following him out there. Bomber takes a breather. Clean re-entry, collar and elbow tie up quickly into a headlock. Bomber's got the advantage here. Takedown off of the headlock into a pinning predicament. Open into a vertical base again. And now the sheriff with a front face lock. Gonna take over from that position there. Again calling time. Bomber putting the boots to him now. Amateur takeover again. The Bonsall Street Bomber impresses us every now and then. It's hard to forget how he won the title, thanks to outside interference, and how he's managed to keep the title with occasional help from the new NJCW board representative.
You know what? I dare you, Dad. Come for the dragon. I dare you. Come on. Free shot.
Free shot taunting the Sheriff.
Free shot.
The Sheriff wants... Oh! He pulled the referee, Travis White, in front of him. That was inadvertent on the part of Sheriff Ian Goode. That was extremely deliberate on the part of the Bomber. The Bonsall Street Bomber planned that. He grabbed the referee and pulled him in front of Sheriff Ian Goode, who was clearly aiming for his opponent there. The Sheriff being battered on the outside. Referee Travis White motionless on the inside. Now, if the referee cannot continue in this match, we fear to say our new board representative is Diamond Earl Scruggs. But what? We've got interference here. That's Pat Klein! The Sheriff has mentored Pat Klein since he joined NJCW. What is Pat Klein doing? He's got an arm bar on the Sheriff, holding him down for the Bonsall Street Bomber. What did the Sheriff do to deserve that? From his former protege. We can safely say former now after that. Low blow, obvious. Travis White still trying to get his bearings, did not quite see it. The Sheriff has been hoodwinked, he's been ambushed, he's been double teamed, he's been double crossed. And now he's in a camel clutch type maneuver, submission move. Trying not to give up, trying to hold on. The Bomber's got it cinched in. The Sheriff might be out. 1, 2, 3. All three men sprawled out on the mat. The ref, the champ, and the challenger.
The winner and the only one standing, the Bonsall Street Bomber.
A successful title defense. Although yet another controversial one for the Bonsall Street Bomber, who gladly accepts the title belt again from his manager and new NJCW board representative, who obviously did nothing about all the interference and the striking of an official in this title match. Is this what's going to happen? Is this the future of NJCW? Diamond Earl abusing his power.
Get out of here.
A hot contest with a controversial finish. In a surprise twist, Pat Klein is the new Diamond Enforcer. The Bonsall Street Bomber makes his third major title defense here in the Monroe Business Arena. And it looks like Nasty Nick is on his way to ringside.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Nasty Nick has had enough.
back, and I'm here to kick some ass.
Nasty Nick Castro has seen enough.
Diamond Earl Scruggs, you think you can do whatever you want? You think this is your organization now? Guess what, buddy? Guess what? You are dead wrong, and you're a punk! And I'm gonna show you! Joey Guns, you better not lose
careful. That's not just an opponent there. That's an NJCW official. The Bomber and Pat Klein are back in the ring. And so's Joey Guns. All going after Nasty Nick. It's 3-on-1. Now there's a chair in the ring. Now there's the leader of the Diamond Stable with a chair. He's an NJCW official. He can't do this. Here comes Killer Ken Fulgham. Saving Nasty Nick. More officials into the ring. We've got 3 officials, Killer Ken and Nasty Nick Castro in the ring. Now exiting the ring now. No one is taking kindly to this development here. Diamond Earl Scruggs now has all this power.
I want to clarify something. I am the acting representative, and that match was a clean match. The referee called 1, 2, 3 in favor of the champion. The assault on myself will not go unpunished. Let it be known.
Diamond Earl Scruggs. The power is going to his head already.
I've just received word that Nasty Nick is on his way to Kennedy Hospital for treatment for what appears to be a fairly serious knee injury. No diagnosis has been made, but one must question what this means for Nasty Nick's in-ring status. Now let's switch over for a few words with Steve Farley and the main event.
Joining the Diamond Stable is one of the biggest mistakes I ever made in my whole life. I let myself down, I let the fans down, I let everybody down. I'm making things right from here on out. Bonsall Street Bomber, you want a preview of what I'm going to do to you? Take a look at what I do to the Pine Baron in the ring tonight.
Farley out with the lovely Liz, not with Diamond Earl Scruggs. This is Steve Farley's first match since his abrupt exit from the Diamond Stable. Quite frankly, he's not sure who his friends are. But he does know who his foe is. His longtime rival, the Pine Baron, William Lee. They've been feuding over the belt, over grudges, over anything since the inception of NJCW. These were the last 2 men in what many believe may have been the greatest single match in NJCW history, the main event of Mega Brawl 15. In this match, no disqualification. There will be a winner, and it won't be the cheap way. First advantage goes to the wily Pine Baron.
Oh, no!
Arm bar and a headbutt to the back of the shoulder there. Crowd looks to be behind Steve Farley early going. Steve Farley had been a crowd favorite for a long time. It's one of the things that made his matchups, his battles, his wars of attrition The Pine Baron, so memorable. The crowd clearly didn't like the rule-bending, antagonistic Pine Baron, who now finds himself in a wrist lock with extra leverage from the leg there, almost in a pinfall there. So you've got the Pine Baron.
Come on, Leeds.
Can't stand the crowd, and the feeling is mutual. Against the ever-popular Steve Farley.
That's right, baby. That's right.
Well, for a while, Steve Farley wasn't too popular with our great fans here at NJCW either. And you have to wonder if the crowd will embrace Steve Farley now that Steve Farley has exited the Diamond Stable. Is he truly on his own again? Is he truly trying to fight his way back up the contender rankings? Win his matches fair and square. Claim his victories like a championship contender should. And perhaps wear gold again. Looked like he was getting some cheers before when he called for them. But calling for them may have cost him the advantage here, as the Pine Baron has the upper hand again. Steve Farley to the ropes, not getting a break. And instead has to toss the Pine Baron to the outside. Now following him to the outside. No DQ, so this is allowed. Although you have the feeling that whether or not that stipulation were part of this match, these two competitors would have found a way to take it to the concrete floor below. Now re-engaging on the outside. Face full of ring apron for the Pine Baron. No count being administered here. Now Steve Farley getting a little better acquainted with those fans whose affections he is trying to earn. From back into the ring. Referee Brent Moore quickly back into the squared circle as well. Then the Pine Baron slingshotted back over. Re-enters the hard way. That gives Steve Farley the advantage. Splash out of the corner. Hook of the leg. 2 count only. Big overhand right from Steve Farley. Boot to the midsection. My goodness, what a chop. You can hear that all the way over in the broadcast booth. And a second one. A bare chest of the Pine Baron. Getting slapped around. Now the Pine Baron reversing. Snapmare takeover. Planting that knee between the shoulder blades and wrenching back on one arm. Steve Farley trying to crawl his way out of it, turn the leverage, and he managed to slide under the bottom rope as well. Smart maneuver by Steve Farley. Trying to get back in. No, not a clean re-entry by the Pine Baron, who kicks him back to the concrete. And again, waits for Steve Farley to get to the apron before kicking him down. Fighting on the outside again. Most recent minutes of this matchup have featured action all over the Monroe Business Arena. 2 count now. The Pine Baron, did he bite his leg to get out of that? He bit his leg. Now he's got the chair to the back. almost a chokehold there. And driving the upper back into the knee. Steve Farley, though, with the strength, still had the power, still had the constitution to fight out of it, now drop a big leg. But does he have the energy to follow up?
Farley! Farley! Farley!
Crowd now breaking into a Farley chant. Now another elbow. Not going to get a pin that close to the ropes, though. But you can still deliver a lot of punishment. Big boot with extra leverage off that middle rope. Now onto the right ankle. Dropping back, right ankle, right knee. Steve Farley trying to reverse some of that leverage there. And he does. He's now got a toe hold out of the Pine Baron. Screaming, come on, Leeds, come on, Leeds, and his longtime rival. Pine Baron trying not to fight, not to submit here. Fighting at, reaching those heavily taped fingers towards the eyes of Steve Farley.
Don't put your hands on me.
Now throwing the ref out of the ring. Both men with their feet and big chops by Steve Farley. A third one. One from the Pine Baron. The Pine Baron's really connected. Steve Farley drops. Followed with an elbow.
Oh, baby, I'm just getting started.
Pine Baron taunting the crowd here. Steve Farley again thrown to the outside. Now a water bottle comes into play. Waste of good water. Steve Farley shouting at the crowd that it's no DQ. So he can basically do whatever he wants. Climbing the ropes now. Second rope and a big stomp. Is this enough? No, 2 count. Those patented handstand knees to the small of the back. Into a pin, 2 count only.
Let's see a little faster.
Farley chants breaking out again. Steve Farley rather quickly has regained a little bit of good graces from our fans here. Whips the Pine Baron in and follows him with a drop kick. Now a regular drop kick, you take the brunt of the kick and you fall backwards into the canvas. The Pine Baron was stood up against those turnbuckles. There was no place for him to go. All the force of Steve Farley just drove him straight into those turnbuckles. Fighting again on the outside, thumbs and fingers to the eyes. Low blow. Still on the outside. The Pine Baron folding up a table now. Now gonna swing it. My goodness, like a gigantic fly swatter connecting with the skull of Steve Farley. He's still feeling it.
You hit him.
And now the lovely Liz being told hit him. The crowd loves it. Steve Farley with a scoop and a slam, showing off the power game. Now going to the outside with the Pine Baron prone on his back. Second rope. Top turnbuckle. Big elbow connects. 1, 2, 3. Steve Farley wins the grudge match against the Pine Baron. They're fighting again, though. Pine Baron will not leave the ring. The match is over. They're still fighting, and Steve Farley. Hey, if you want to keep fighting, Steve Farley will keep fighting you. If you want to mix it up, Steve Farley's not going to run away. We've got a fight after the fight. Big slam. Now climbing the ropes again. Referee Brett Moore trying to tell him, look, the match is over. Stop this. Steve Farley now saying, I don't care if the match is over. He wanted another piece of me and he's going to get it. Throws the Pine Baron out of the ring.
NJCW.
Now Steve Farley's got a microphone.
Thank you. Now that I'm back, let's get down to business. NJCW singles title belongs to the Bomber. We're going to get it back around the waist of Steve Farley. What do you say?
Steve Farley announcing that he wants a shot at the man who he helped make champion, and that man is out now. The Bonsall Street Bomber heard what Steve Farley said on the mic and came running out of the locker rooms. Here comes the Bulldog. Here comes Macho Mike trying to pull these men apart. The tag champs are out trying to pull apart the singles champ. Joey Guns is out. Pat Klein is out. Tag champs and LT Adams are holding back Steve Farley. Members of the Diamond Stable are holding back the Bonsall Street Bomber. Here comes Anton Zander. Here comes Vance Vertigo. Sheriff Ian Goode's in there as well. Killer Ken's out. The entire NJCW roster practically is in this ring now. Separating the Bomber and Steve Farley. And the Pine Baron's back in now. They finally gotten the Bomber out of there. Bedlam and NJCW.
Things are only heating up between Steve Farley and the Bonsall Street Bomber. Steve Farley has declared war on the Diamond Stable, and only time will tell how they will respond. That's all we have for tonight, but join us again for Championship Clash.
Wait a minute. Thanks for the sound, Chris.